Hello dear students, so we have already finished our first chapter, that is non-profit organizations, and today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 2 from your volume number 1, and the name of the chapter is Fundamentals of Partnership. Right? So let's begin this topic with the definition that I have written here. So let's read it. Partnership is the relation between persons. I am going to highlight the keywords because these keywords will become your features. Okay, so let's read it first. I will write down all the features, then we will discuss it one by one. So our first point of discussion is persons. Then the persons means two or more persons. So partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed. Who have agreed means there may be an agreement between them. So the second point of discussion is agreement. Right? So it is a relation between the persons who have agreed to share profits and losses. So third point of discussion will be profits and losses. Right? Then a business. Our next topic of discussion is business. So what kind of business it must be? A lawful business. Alright. Carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Now understand the meaning. So partnership is the relation between persons. Person here means two or more persons. Mean a partnership is to be started when we are having at least two persons, right? So we need two persons to start partnership form. Then is who have agreed. Who have agreed means there must be an agreement, but that is not compulsory that it must be in the written format. The agreement may be written or oral. Right? Written agreement means they have written all the things, all the conditions, whatever they want to carry in the business, and oral agreement means they have just verbally discussed all the things. See, this is not mandatory, this is optional to have an written agreement or oral agreement, but written is beneficial. Why beneficial? When the partners will have any kind of disputes regarding salaries, distribution of profits, then this is very easy to sort out all the things because they have already done they have already agreed upon all the things whatever is written there in the written agreement, right? So this is beneficial somewhere, but this is not compulsory. So the partners can have a written agreement or an oral one, it's their choice. There is profits and losses. See students, profit and losses depends upon the deed, right? This written agreement is also called deed, partnership deed. What happens here? If it is written in the deed, if they are having a written agreement, then it will be written like Ram will take 1/3 of the profits or Sham will take 1/5 of the profits. But if this deed is absent, it means if they are not having any written agreement, then they have to follow the Indian Partnership Act 1932. And what that 1932 Act says, it says that no partner is entitled to get the salary if the deed is absent. There will be no interest on capital to be provided to any partner. Then if in case of loan, if a partner has taken loan from the firm, then whether there is written in the deed or not, then that partner has to pay interest on loan at the rate 6% per annum. Right? Next is division of profit. If it is no problem if they have written all the things written or in a written format, but if they don't have any written format, then our Indian Partnership Act 1932 says they have to distribute profits and losses equally. Then the profits will be shared equally, right, in 1:1. Then is interest on drawings. Now, if the deed is absent, then there will be no interest on drawings, right? So, these are the conditions written in Partnership Act 1932 if there is absence of deed. Next is profits and losses we have already discussed. If then they will follow the same, otherwise they will share profits and losses equally. Then is lawful business. I have written here lawful business. A business means it must be a lawful business. See beta, if the partners are involved in illegal business, if they are dealing in drugs or anything else which is not legal according to our Indian Partnership Act, then this will not be a valid business. Okay, this will call be invalid business or illegal business. So the business must be a valid or legal business or lawful business, right? The last point of discussion is it must be carried on by all. See students, in a partnership, if 4 partners are there, then there is no condition that all must participate in day-to-day working of the business. There may be active partners or sleeping partners. Active partners means who are regularly coming in the business, who are seeing all the activities happening, who are participating in discussions, making policy strategies. Some partners are those partners who just have contributed the money but they don't participate in the business. So doesn't matter if any person become the part of the Partnership Act, if he become the partner, then he will be considered as important as the active partners. So if any of them, if all are working, well and good. If even a single person is working on behalf of other partners, then it will also be called a partnership firm. So this is the meaning and features of partnership. So please revise and send me your queries. Thank you so much.